Unfolding the new Google Pixel 10 Pro Fold feels less like a phone reveal and more like an invitation to rethink what a portable powerhouse can be. Welcome to Reviewsinsidetv, where curiosity meets clarity. Today, we're exploring the Pixel 10 Pro Fold, not just another foldable, but Google's bold move into durability, display brilliance, and AI-enhanced usability. The Pixel 10 Pro Fold is Google's second-gen foldable smartphone, featuring an 8-inch internal Super Actua Flex OLED display, paired with a 6.4-inch exterior Actua OLED panel, both peaking at a staggering 3000 nits brightness. Think readability in full sunlight, even when you're outdoors mid-scroll. At its core sits the new Tensor G5 chip, paired with 16GB RAM and up to 1TB of UFS 4.0 storage. The phone unfolds around a gearless, high-strength hinge rated for a decade of folds. That robustness is reinforced with aerospace-grade aluminum, Gorilla Glass Victus 2, and crucially, IP68 dust and water resistance, still rare among foldables. And powering this beauty is a 5015 mAh battery with 30W wired and 15-baud Qi2 magnetic wireless charging, all wrapped in two sleek colorways, Moonstone and Jade. Every spec has a purpose. Bright screens solve glare frustration, durable materials cater to real-world lives, and water resistance eases worry when technology meets weather. The AI suite, with features like Gemini Live conversational assistance, Magic Q for context-aware suggestions, Camera Coach, and Instant View, aren't just buzzwords. They're meant to make the phone feel like a partner rather than a tool. Setting it up felt seamless. Swipe open the hinge, and you're greeted with a crisp display with barely visible crease, perfect for watching a film or juggling two apps side by side, like replying to email while checking your calendar. In testing, streaming a show, scrolling social feeds, drafting notes in one window, and browsing the web in another, this phone handled multitasking with ease. The Tensor G5 showed off with swift transitions and fluid AI suggestions, even when reshuffling tasks or obscuring reflections in photos. The Pixel Snap Charger magnetically latched on even when unfolded, handy when you're mid-display and need juice fast. That said, it's not perfect. The hinge is solid but adds thickness. You definitely feel it when sliding it out of your pocket. And while two-app multitasking works great, compared to some rivals, running 3 apps at once isn't possible. Still, the perks feel thoughtful, not gimmicky. Let me lay it out candidly. The strengths really shine. Unparalleled durability in the foldable space, aggressive brightness for outdoor use, a battery that outpaces most, and genuine AI usefulness that saves taps and tension. On the flip side, its heft and thickness are trade-offs, and the camera hardware hasn't leapt ahead from the previous model, though software processing via Tensor G5 helps. Pause here. If you're getting value from this breakdown, tap that like button, subscribe for more honest takes, and ring the bell so you don't miss what comes next on Reviewsinside.tv. When you stack price to performance, starting at $1,799 for 256GB with 16GB RAM, it isn't cheap, but consider what you're getting. Bendy displays, rugged build, long update promise, smarter software, and stronger battery, all for $200 less than the Galaxy Z Fold 7. The Samsung delivers a sleeker design and more mature multi-window multitasking, plus a punchy 200-megapiece main camera, but Google counters with water resistance, embedded magnetic charging, and powered-up AI. If you prioritize pocketability and refined camera output, competitors might appeal more. Yet if you want a device built for longevity and genuine day-to-day intelligence, the Pixel 10 Pro Fold stakes a strong claim. The build leans heavier, yes, but beyond that, Google's hinge feels engineered to last, and the materials exude confidence. With IP68 and premium glass, this foldable doesn't ask you to baby it. We'll need long-term data for definitive reliability, but early indicators suggest Google prioritized toughness and user peace of mind. Customer support isn't in my hands yet, but Google's reputation for timely updates and responsive help is solid, especially with 7 years of OS and security upgrades included. Something few can beat. Software updates and firmware aren't a separate chapter here. They're already baked into the experience. Android 16, Gemini-powered features, and the Material 3 UI theme system make this phone smarter over time, not just on day one. In short, if you want a foldable built like a smartphone, not a delicate experiment, The Pixel 10 Pro Fold delivers nearly everything that matters. Durable engineering, expansive, bright viewports, full AI integration, and battery life to last your day. And then some. It isn't flawless, but in rearranging the foldable playbook, it gives you the confidence that it won't buckle under normal use. Thanks so much for watching. You'll find the link to grab the Pixel 10 Pro Fold down in the comments. If you're already using one or thinking about it, drop your thoughts or questions below. I'd love to know what you're curious about. Goodbye till next time. And remember, you'll always see more inside Reviews Inside TV.